Hey guys, welcome back to FRC. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to solder the motor wire to your WPL 370 motor or 180 motor, which this can be applied to as well. Because when you purchase a WPL kit or KM, they come plug and play, except the only thing you need to solder is the motor wire. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it because we have customers who are new to RC. This is probably their first model and they have not done soldering before. They say they don't know how to do it, so now we are doing one video specifically for WPL. First, you need a soldering iron. This can be purchased basically anywhere from Amazon, from a local store. I would recommend minimum to get one with a 60 watt power. And the next thing you need will be the soldering. And please don't cheap out on this. Buy a really good one. If it's expensive, buy it. If it's cheap one, don't buy it. I mean, especially for beginner, if you buy a good one, this will make your life way easier. You'll realize when you have a shitty soldering versus a good soldering. From my experience, good soldering tend to have a lower melting point and they don't harden too quickly. Whereas a bad soldering, they tend to have a higher melting point and they cool down and harden very quickly. So another way to tell is good soldering, when once it's cooled down and hardened, it is more like a chromey surface. Whereas a bad one, a cheap one, will look like a matte silver surface. So let's start. This is the motor wire, and if you purchase from official store, it will come with this motor wire. If you purchase it outside of official store, then it doesn't come with this wire, so you have to figure it out yourself. Or you can check out our previous video on how we do that. How do we solder everything up without the official connector and wire. And before we start, I would recommend that we prime our wire with a thin layer of our good soldering. So don't make it thick. Make it thin because we're going to slot in the whole of the motor. So by priming your motor wire with a good solder, it will make it easier to solder everything together later. So in the case of WPL 370 motor, the red color dot here, you're going to slot in the black color wire here. So as you can see, I'm not able to slot it in because I have solder on it. It's a bit too thick. I'm going to make it thinner. Okay, I'm able to thread it through. If you're unable to, it's fine. Observe what I'm doing here. So you're going to place the solder close to here. What you want is the moment the solder melts, you want it to touch on the surface of the terminal where you're going to solder. So you see? Right. So this is a good solder. You can see it's a shiny, chromy surface. So this is quite a good job. And we're going to try another side. So we're going to try to thread this through as well. So it holds itself in position. Just touch on the soldering and let the melted solder drop onto the terminal. As simple as that. Very, very easy. And to be safe, to prevent this extra wire, this exposed wire from touching any of the body part, we're going to cut them away. Very good soldering job. You should really try to learn this yourself because soldering iron will be essential too for a long run. And if you are using this 370 motor with a 2-speed on your RSS V3, most of the time it can work fine without soldering any capacitors on, like this one. You can check out our previous video for how to solder this capacitor on. If you are new, if you are unsure, you can just go with this first. This is for reducing any electromagnetic interference from the motor, from interfering with the sound system. So you can check out our link in the description on how you can solder this on. Always remember these terminals of the capacitor here not to touch on the body of the motor. Alright, so if you find this video helpful, please share it to your friend who is new into RC, especially WPL. Please click the like and subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!